Christianity is the biggest religion on the planet. 2.4 billion followers spread across every continent, from Vatican cathedrals to backyard churches in towns you've never heard of. And the core idea is actually simple. There's one God. He had a son named Jesus. Jesus was born human, lived a short life teaching love and forgiveness, and then got nailed to a cross. According to Christians, that wasn't an execution. That was the whole plan. Jesus died to pay for every sin humanity had ever committed or ever would. 3 days later, he walked out of his tomb alive. Believe that story, accept him as your savior, and you go to heaven when you die. Don't believe it, and your options get significantly worse. The Holy Text is the Bible split into two halves. The Old Testament covers everything before Jesus. The New Testament covers his life and what his followers built after he died. But here's where it gets messy. Christianity isn't really one religion. It splintered centuries ago into Catholics, Protestants, Orthodox, and hundreds of smaller branches. Each one convinced the others got it wrong. Same Jesus, same book. Wildly different rule books. Salvation comes through faith, but what faith looks like depends entirely on which building you're standing in. Islam. Islam has 1.9 billion followers and shares more with Christianity than most people realize. Same God. Actually, Muslims call him Allah, which is just Arabic for God. They trace the religion back through Abraham, the same guy Jews and Christians claim as a founder. The difference is who came after. Muslims believe Muhammad was the final prophet, not the Messiah, not divine, just the last human God spoke through and the clearest one. What God said to Muhammad became the Quran, and Muslims consider it God's direct, unedited word, not a translation, not an interpretation. The actual words preserved for 1,400 years. Islam is built on 5 rules called the 5 pillars. Declare there's one God and Muhammad is his prophet. Pray 5 times a day, give to charity, fast during Ramadan, make the pilgrimage to Mecca once in your life if you can afford it. Follow those, stay righteous, and paradise is waiting. Islam doesn't reject Jesus, it just demotes him. He's a prophet too, just not the final one. That's the part that makes the whole Christianity conversation awkward. Hinduism. Hinduism is the oldest major religion still alive. It has no founder, no single holy book, no central leader telling you what to believe. It's less a religion and more a 4,000-year-old collection of philosophies that somehow hold together. There are thousands of gods. Vishnu, Shiva, Krishna, Ganesh, Lakshmi, the list keeps going. But here's the twist. Most Hindus will tell you all those gods are actually the same thing. They're different faces of one ultimate reality called Brahman. Picture one massive ocean and thousands of waves. The waves look different. It's the same water. Your life runs on karma. Every action has a consequence, not just in this life, but the next one. Good karma, better rebirth. Bad karma, worse one. You don't die and get judged once. You die, come back, die, come back over and over. That cycle is called samsara. The goal isn't heaven, it's escape. Break the cycle, dissolve into Brahman, and reach Moya. That's the finish line. No more coming back. Buddhism. Buddhism has no God. None. That alone makes it different from almost every religion on this list. It started with one guy, Siddhartha Gautama, a prince in ancient India who walked away from his palace, his family, and his entire life to figure out why people suffer. He sat under a tree for 49 days and came out with an answer. Suffering isn't random. It's caused by desire. You want things, you don't get them. You get them and want more. You're never satisfied. That's the engine of human misery. His solution was the 8-fold path. Right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. Live that way and you start breaking the chain. The end goal is nirvana, not a place, not a paradise. It's the complete escape from the cycle of rebirth. You stop existing as a separate self. You stop wanting, you stop suffering. For Buddhists, that's freedom. Judaism. Judaism is the oldest Abrahamic faith. It's the root that Christianity and Islam both grew out of. Around 15 million followers today, which sounds small until you remember they've survived 3,000 years of people actively trying to erase them. The core belief is the covenant. God made a deal with Abraham and his descendants, follow my laws, be my people, and I'll be your God. That deal is still in effect. It's the central thread of the entire religion. The Torah is the holy text, the first 5 books of what Christians call the Old Testament. Jews don't recognize the New Testament. Jesus isn't the Messiah. Muhammad isn't a prophet. Both are just men who came later and claimed titles Jews never gave them. The real Messiah is still coming. Jews are still waiting. When he arrives, he'll bring peace, rebuild the temple, and usher in a perfect era. Until then, the waiting continues. Animism. Animism is the oldest belief system on earth, older than every religion on this list, older than writing, older than cities. Before humans built gods, they saw spirits. The idea is simple: everything has a soul. Trees, rivers, mountains, animals, even the wind. Nothing is just a thing. Everything is alive, aware, and worth respecting. Animism isn't really one religion, it's the foundation underneath most indigenous religions worldwide. Native American traditions, African tribal beliefs, Aboriginal Australian Dreamtime, all of them share the same core idea. Modern religions dismissed it as primitive, but ask a forest ecologist whether the forest is alive. You might be surprised how close the science is getting. Sikhism. Sikhism started in India about 500 years ago. It was founded by Guru Nanak, who looked at Hinduism and Islam fighting each other and decided both sides were missing the point. There's one God, formless, no gender, no image, not hiding in any temple or mosque, just a universal truth running through everything. All humans are equal. Sikhism said caste doesn't matter, gender doesn't matter. Everyone eats at the same table in the Gurdwara. Literally, initiated Sikhs wear the 5 case. Uncut hair, a wooden comb, a steel bracelet, cotton undergarments, a small sword. Each one is a reminder of their commitment. The highest form of worship isn't prayer, it's service. Feeding the hungry, helping strangers, defending others. Faith you can actually eat. Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is one of the oldest religions still around and has probably shaped your worldview without you knowing it. Founded in ancient Persia by a prophet named Zoroaster, the core idea is a cosmic battle. One good God, Ahura Mazda, creator of light and truth. One evil force, Angrao, creator of chaos and lies. The universe is their battlefield, and humans aren't spectators. You have free will, and every thought and action you take picks a side. Final judgment, a messiah figure, good versus evil as a central drama. Zoroastrianism had all of it first. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism absorbed the blueprint. Most people today practicing those religions have no idea where half their cosmology actually came from. Taoism. Taoism comes from ancient China, and it's the quietest religion on this list. There's no God demanding worship. There's just the Tao, which roughly translates to the way, the natural flow of the universe, the current running through everything, water moving downhill, seasons changing, stars turning. The toe is that rhythm. The main teaching is woo-woo, which means effortless action, not laziness, not doing nothing. It means stopping the fight against how things naturally want to unfold. You don't paddle upstream, you read the current. The whole Taoist worldview is harmony over control, balance over domination. You don't conquer nature, you align with it. In a world obsessed with hustle and willpower, Taoism is quietly suggesting the answer might be less, not more. Confucianism. Confucianism isn't really a religion. It's more of a moral operating system that China has been running for 2,500 years. No gods required, no heaven or hell, no rituals you have to perform. Just one question at the center: how should people treat each other? The answer is hierarchy. Respect your parents, respect your elders, respect your teachers, respect your leaders. Family comes first, then community, then society. Everyone has a role, and if everyone plays their role, the whole machine runs. Confucius believed education was the foundation of everything, not worship, learning. the better educated a society, the better it governs itself. Still, one of the most influential ideas ever written down, Jainism. Jainism is what happens when you take nonviolence and turn the dial to maximum. Every living thing has a soul, not just humans, not just animals, insects, plants, microorganisms, and since every soul is sacred, harming any of them creates bad karma you'll carry into your next life. Strict vegetarianism is the baseline. That's the easy part. Devout Jain monks take it much further. They wear cloth masks to avoid accidentally inhaling insects. They sweep the ground in front of them as they walk so they don't step on anything. Some refuse to eat root vegetables because pulling them out of the soil might kill organisms clinging to them. It sounds extreme, but the philosophy behind it is razor sharp. If you truly believe all life is sacred, half measures aren't really beliefs.